What is up, guys? Welcome back to my channel. Nikki here, and in today's video we're going to be going over week 7 of the options trader journey. You guys, this is my biggest week yet, and also I learned a few things and I'm gonna need your input, so there's a lot to unpack here. But you already know the drill. Let's get it.
Ooh, big bag. You not talking money, you can miss me with the chit chat. I'm not with the rah-rah or the
Now, a couple things real quick. First thing, I'm not actually going to be showing the charts and like my entries and exits on my trades. I'm just going to go over the P&L because I started on Monday, November 15th, I had the Robinhood account, but I wasn't doing anything in it. So I put $225 in there. If you've watched any of the other weeks of this journey, which I will link down in the first comment below if you want to check it out after this video, but you will know that I use WeBull as my trading platform in the morning with my scalping, and then I decided on Monday that I was going to do Robinhood to look at larger time frames, day trades, and take those. So instead of breaking down every single trade, we're going to talk about what happened in both accounts, but also like try to pick your guys' brain on what you think I should be doing based off these results. Because one thing I was working on in my trading was second guessing myself or hesitating into the position or the pattern that I saw or the breakout or whatever, and I think this may have caused me a little bit more doubt, a little bit more second guessing, I guess you could say. Let's just dive into the P&Ls on the WeBull account. And you guys, you already know. If you want to start doing this or play around with it or whatever, highly recommend that you do it outside of where your long-term dividend portfolio is. That's like prime possession. Don't mess with that. Open a new account to kind of play around and see what happens. There are links down in the description box below for you to either check out WeBull, Moo, Robinhood, whatever you want. Helps you out, helps me out. You get free money, and it's kind of like a win-win, but you already know that spiel. Let's get into Monday from WeBull. Now, on Monday, I ended up taking 3 trades, and this was my P&L for that day. $42.38, bringing my account total to $2,403.91. You can see I took a trade on SPY, I took a trade on Apple, and I took a loser on AMD, and the loser was like $1, so it's not that bad. Not a huge day, but was happy with it because the prior week I had, if you watched that video, you would understand why. But let's go ahead, let's get into Tuesday. Tuesday's P&L, very small with a loss of $5.50. I was down quite a bit. I think I was down like $100 or something like that. I fought my way back to only being down $5.50 on my trade on AMD, and that led the account to drop a bit to $2,398.55. Now on Wednesday, you guys, this is my P&L. I ended up taking a trade on Apple and AMD. I was green $89.77, bringing the overall account to $2,488.42. Then Thursday came along, and when I tell you, there's always I feel like there's always one day where I get up, okay? There's always one day where I'm either instantly really down and down bad, or I do really well and I just sit at my desk too long and end up doing things I wouldn't normally do. Now, my normal plan is to be done at my desk, trades, no trades, wins, losses, whatever, by 7:15, 7:30, because then I gotta wake up, exercise, I gotta get ready for work, have my coffee, you know, the whole shebang. And so for some reason on Thursday, I just sat there and stared at the charts. I was up about $90, and I don't know why I didn't walk away, you guys, because I do know why. I know exactly why. It's because in my head I was like, I could do something really quick here to get me $10. I'll be in, out, I got another over $100 day, and I'd be feeling really good. Then this happened, you guys. I ended up losing $103.44, bringing my account down to $2,300. I think it's actually $2,387. I think this is actually the correct account value, but it doesn't matter. It's a couple bucks. Main story here is I shat the bed. I shat it hard, and it was dumb. It was really, really stupid. But let me show you, let me show y'all just really quick. I swear it'll be quick. These Robinhood trades that I took. Now, when I'm trading in the WeBull account, I'm looking at a 2-minute chart, a 5-minute chart, and I'm trying to run 30, 50 cents, okay? Real quick momentum stuff. But the Robinhood account, I wanted to look at larger time frames, a 30-minute, a 1 hour, sometimes a 2 hour, and take the time between the morning and 7 a.m. to 9:30 when I start work and hold a trade for a little bit longer and see what happens. Let me show you Monday. But first, hold on. I do this too much. I'm sorry. Just so you know and have a point of reference, I started the account with $225 in there. Here we go. And I don't know. I'm so confused because this happened to me on Monday. I took a trade up almost 47% for $105.98. And I don't know. Honestly, I thought, okay, I got lucky, whatever, beginner's luck. Then Tuesday came along. Tuesday gave me this, up 44%, $145.98, bringing the overall account to $477.67. And this one right here, like that line is straight up. I was not in the red at all on this one. The first one I was. So then I'm starting to kind of feel myself, and don't ever get to the point where you start to feel yourself in trading, because Wednesday gave me this. Now this ended up being a green trade of about 14.5%, up almost $70 flat. A good trade, not bad, especially for the account size. But you can see that huge gap down there. I held that thing through like a $200 loss, and I was confused and I didn't know what I was doing. And honestly, quite frankly, I took this trade not doing any damn plan. No, nothing. I just saw it. I was like, oh, okay. I don't know what I was thinking, and I got lucky to get out of this when I did and in the green. But then let me tell you something. Thursday, good old Thursday. You know, in the WeBull account, I didn't have that great of a day. I was up almost $100 and then I was down $100. Yeah, that same day, I entered a trade on my Robinhood account like I had been doing every other day. But this time I was more prepared. I was like, okay, if we hit 157.50, I think it was, or 156.50, something like that. Got into the trade. It was AMD. It goes up to my price target. I'm feeling like, damn, I'm onto something here. So then I go to close my position, sell my position, take my profits. I was up about 112, I think, dollars at that point. Decide to go ahead, sell it. I get this message right here. And it says, you are going to be flagged as a pattern day trader. Now, without going into the whole PDT rule, basically, if you have under $25,000 in an account and you're day trading, you can only do 3 day trades in a 5-day market period, which is why I went into options in the first place, because you can kind of oversee that in a cash account because option money settles next day. So I wasn't even thinking that this was going to be a problem because I had Thinkorswim, I had WeBull, I had been trading options in other accounts multiple times a day, every single day of the week. So I got flagged with this. I'm like, yo, I was so pissed. I'm calling Robinhood because now they got support. Like somehow that's supposed to make them better. But I'm calling Robinhood and the guy answers me and I give him all my info. So he's logged in my account. We're looking at this at the same time. And I'm like, yo, like I wanted to sell this. I'm getting flagged. Why are you different than every other broker that I've ever used with trading options? And he's like, well, we're a special kind of cash account for your instant deposit is blah, blah, blah. And in my head, I'm like, dude, you need to tell people this, but that's besides the point. So I'm getting pissed because both of us are literally watching my position go from up 115-ish bucks to just falling down, like down 80, down 70, 55, 40, 48, 38. I'm watching this thing go down. By the time I'm done on the phone or towards the end of my phone call with him, I am like $15 in the green. And he's like, well, you could, if you had to, you could sell it and you would get flagged. And then you just call us tomorrow and we'll take it off and we'll do a one-time take off of the, I'm like, yo, I just sat on the phone with you as we both watched this thing pull back. And you now just tell me this when I'm literally almost break even. So in my head, I'm like, you know what? No. I'm like, if I have to sell it because I've lost my whole account or close to my damn near whole account, I will do that and I'll call you guys later. But at this point, it looks like I'm swinging. Now, I freaking hate swinging. I like investing long term because that's 40 years. Who knows what happens? But swinging day to day is just not it for me. I know I would not like that. So I'm sitting there like, okay, I got to swing this babe. And I'm wake up in the morning on Friday at this point, and I normally don't trade Friday, but I had to get up. And I'm like, as soon as this thing goes green in my favor, I'm getting out of it. I look at this thing and you can see right in the beginning, we fall hard. And I'm holding this thing like, because I had the next week expiration. I didn't have the current week, which I think really helped me. On Thursdays and Fridays, I try to trade with the following week just because I don't want premiums to slap me. And if things like this happen, it's nice to have a little bit of time on your side. But we crashed and I'm thinking like, dude, I'm like so livid at this point. Then this thing comes back up, that first huge peak, gives me $70 back, and I'm sitting there and I don't take it, and I'm so dumb for that. I don't know why. Because the problem is when I have time on my side, I'm like, oh, I could go up. That's why I don't like messing with that. So then obviously you can see it continues its way back down, and then we had a huge spike, and then I was like, I gotta get out of here. So I ended up selling at almost 10% of a gain for almost $52 on this one. And let me tell you, this was a freaking roller coaster ride, and I hated every second of it. Wanted off the ride. I was not keeping my hands nor my feet inside that vehicle. She was out. She was screaming. She was mad. She was not having a good time. In the WeBull account, you guys, my weekly P&L is this right here. Now, I ended up only being up $23.21 because of that last trade I took for under that caused me to lose more than $100. But then my Robinhood account looked like this. Now, I was up 155.44%, almost $351. Obviously, that looks a lot better than $23. So if we put them both together, that's putting me at basically $374 for the week. Now, we can look at these results and say, wow, you did a lot better when you did a little bit longer time frame. And you would be right. I like the idea of really trying to learn multiple ways to make money in the market. There's so many ways you can make money in the market. Why not try to learn them? And I think after a little bit more time and doing both of these, if one is just outperforming the other a crazy amount, then I would think about it. But it is a little bit disappointing to see myself making those kinds of gains on an account that had $200 in it versus an account that had like $2,300 in it. So I'm trying to figure that out, but I want to know from you guys down below what you think I should do. Should I keep testing the waters on both? Try to like give it a few more weeks? Do I up the time frame on the WeBull? I'm just curious. I want to know what you think. Let me know down below. If you could smash the thumbs up for the emotional roller coaster that was my life this last week, it would just make it worth it for me. And if you're not subscribed and you want to be subscribed because you like making money and having a good ass time, you should do so and join the crew. And you guys, if you're interested in the playlist of these weeks, I will link that right here. You can watch that, and you already know. If you made it this far, I absolutely love you. And I will see you in the next one. Bye, guys.